Hello, Taurus. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, my friends. How are you doing? It's so good to be with you today. I was feeling like, and you may have been feeling it too, a real energetic low that just started to go away today. So that's why I'm recording today and not the past 2 days, although I really wanted to, but there was no way I could have done it. All right, sweeties, you may have felt the exact same way. If you're in that energetic low, please know it's going to pass fairly soon. For you, what I was getting in the written channeling, Taurus, is a new chapter written by you is the edition that I'm getting right now. New chapter, new you, written by you. So there's huge involvement from your side. I was getting sparkly energy and then a strong voice because I was singing right before and it sounded so beautiful and so strong. So I knew this was for you, and a strong stance. And it's funny because some of you may have actually been getting singing lessons. If not, this may be something to look into, or, speaking lessons, how to enhance your voice and get a more resonance, like from your body, because your body's your instrument, right? Your singing chords are your instrument. And when you stand strong, you have a different voice when you have a strong stance. So there's definitely something in there. Also, speakers use this too, like the way you hold your head up, the way how you breathe. And this is very significant, like that strong stance. Also, what I was given was Sparrow by Lauryn Hill. I don't know if you know Sister Act, but there's the song Sparrow that she's singing, and I believe it has to do with a connection to God. I haven't listened to it in a while, but I just recently mentioned it to a friend. So, and also some of you, and this could have happened already, it could occur to you, where you're opening a book that you haven't, or something of that sorts, or you're pulling out something and all of a sudden there are some documents. You may have been looking for those documents for ages and you have forgotten about it, and then all of a sudden you pull it out, something out that isn't related to it, and there they are. I just want to let you know this because I was getting this strong inclinations of like, oh my God, that's what I was looking for like this whole time. It doesn't have to necessarily be documents, but that's what I'm kind of getting here, like a lot. So, and this could be rather specific, of course. All right. So good luck with the documents. I'm sure you'll find them. If you've been asking that, like, this is your sign. Let's hop in. Let's look at your current situation, the higher view over your situation, and what you can do to help yourself. What I also want to say with these readings, they are meant to encourage, elevate, and empower those on a personal and spiritual growth journey. So they're not, I want to say, your typical tarot reading where it's just you listening in. That's why they're not as frequent either, because they're healing readings and it takes something out of me, and they're not meant to be watched like every day. Let me just put that out there. I feel like I need to say it. Okay, my sweethearts. And I will speak on what comes out too. So I will try my best to be diplomatic about it, but I'll speak on it, okay? No, for Taurus, please. No, yes, no. Okay, interesting. A whole lot of cards for just one to come out. That speaks for itself. Wow, the King of Wands. I love the King of Wands because this is you, clearly. I wanted to say Libra. Oh my God, Taurus. Some of you may have strong Libra in your chart, or you're a Libra cross-watcher or something along those lines. Okay, this is a lot. A lot that's coming in for just one thing, because I was just being bombarded. All of a sudden, my ears started to ring. And I was like, whoa, there's a message incoming for you. But then I wasn't even finished with this card. So there may be a lot going on around you currently, Taurus. What I meant to say with the King of Wands, how you show up is very loyal to your friends, to your chosen family or family, blood family. There's a lot of strength that you have accumulated in this lifetime, I want to say. Oh my God. What? I'm now getting Harry Potter. You know how the head is talking? I believe it's a head that tells you which house you belong to. With this, I clearly see that stick here that he holds, that wand, speaking with that crown on top. So kind of telling you where you belong, in a sense, which house you belong to, in the realms of you're a starseed, you have incarnated, you have had 50 lifetimes. I feel someone is talking to you, trying to communicate important information that seems to be relevant for right now. You may also be feeling it in terms of what we mentioned earlier, in terms of your voice. That seems to become a lot more strong, a lot more clear, so self-expressing. A lot more clear, a lot more beautiful. You know, sometimes we need way less words to really come to the point, because that's when people also listen to us, when we come to the point fairly straight. I love this. There are skills from a past lifetime or past lifetimes that have come into your view or will come into your view fairly shortly for you to make use of them. And it has to do with your mission, I want to say here, in terms of where you belong, Taurus. Where do you belong? Like, where, if you want to use those terms, right? If you want to wanted to label yourself, which I don't see you doing here so much. It's just an explanation of sorts, right? Because sometimes we can get hung up on, oh, I'm a Christian. What does that even mean? Like, how much does that put you in a box? How much is it beneficial? How much is it not? Same with the term starseed. What does that mean? What does that come with, right? So there's a curiosity there as well from your part, as in, what is that? Like, what are Pleiadian starseeds, for example? What are Arcturians? You know, there's a whole myriad of things to learn about the term starseed. So it's like once you enter that rabbit hole, that one goes quite deep, I want to say. I'm now getting Atlantis, Lemuria too. And exploring in that area, in those realms a little bit. But I see you showing up really strong here. Very, very strong. Let's keep that here. Let's shuffle some more for my beloved Taurus. My dear earth signs. Again, we have a bunch of cards, and we'll see. Because it's funny, I'm shuffling till the deck is coming to an end. No. Huh. No, what was that? Because it's kind of sticky, the reciprocity, but we're not getting to that. No. Yes and no. So again, same scenario. We have a lot of things to choose from, yet when we use our intuition, when you use your intuition, it's very, very clear which path you're supposed to go to. It's like this. It's almost like you're holding your intuition in your hand here, Taurus, and your intuition telling you, or your higher self, your guides telling you very clearly, this is where you need to go next. This is the most beneficial thing for you, right? It's almost like you switched off your mind to a huge degree, not in the sense of senselessness, right? Not in the sense of, oh, we're just not gonna rationalize and think about things at all. That's not what I mean. It's just like having the faith and the trust in what you hear, in the messages that you receive, also where this message is coming from, because this is fairly important, right? You want to know who you talk to. It's the same in the human realm as it is in any other dimension too. You want to be sure who you're talking to. Otherwise, anyone can tell you anything, right? That term comes to mind. If you don't believe in anything, you'll fall for everything. And it seems to me you're really loyal to your values, to your beliefs, to your friends, to your family, chosen or blood family, or both, depending on where you stand on these things. Quite amazing, I want to say. Quite the example here. And we had the Emperor here first out too, that we weren't supposed to take, but that's kind of the vibes I'm getting from you. It's like Emperor vibes. We're on your way there. Let's see. Oh my God. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Another no. This is them. Okay. Yeah, this is an aspect of yourself with a 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is denoting 2 challenges overcome. Of course, it's not like there's 3 more, right? But it also denotes to you're strong enough to handle those. And naturally, you're the King of Wands already, so this is interesting. So if we're talking about an aspect of yourself here, Libra, that is currently showing up, it may have been one that was quite challenging to integrate for you. Of course, that's closely related to the past life topic for you here too, because it may have been an aspect that was fairly difficult to integrate, but you made it. Like, it's almost completely and fully integrated. And it feels so good when we finally start to accept ourselves for who we are. Recently, fairly recently, within the past couple of days, the term came to me, I'm doing more good than I do bad. And this was so freeing to me. I was like, yes. And that's what I want to strive for. I want to do more good than I do bad, because then you're allowed, the occasional something, right? In terms of shadow, being like, yes, okay, I was a little bit arrogant there. That's fine. I know it. That's fine. Those sorts of things, right? But then you do something that's good, and the balance needs to be there. And that's what I'm very much getting here too, incorporating a huge amount of shadow, or haven't done that already, loving your shadow side here too, which is a beautiful thing when that happens. It really is. It's so freeing. It feels amazing. So congratulations on this here. It could have to do with the solar plexus too, because solar plexus is also, the letting your light shine fully. And it's in those realms too, when you integrate and really accept yourself fully. That's what that is too, because the solar plexus is also the portal to our inner personalities. And that's when you can shine your brightest, I feel, when you're just authentic, when you're no longer, and at some stage it may have been like this for you, where you were thinking, I am just good. But no one is just good. There's always that shadow element. I think this is when it actually starts to become a little bit dangerous. Not dangerous, that's the wrong word. But when we think we're just good, that makes it very, very difficult, first of all, for others to be perfect, because none of us is perfect. And there's no judgment from my side, just let me tell you. I've been there. So, and it's not out of, I'm better than the others. That's not what's meant here at all, at all. It's just like having to be so good for whatever family system or situation you grew up in. And you had to be a certain way in order to survive. For example, this is when this happens. This is when this forms, only to then realize, oh, it's okay when I'm angry. It's okay when I'm sad. I can cry. It's fine. Those sorts of things. It's okay if I'm a little bit arrogant here and there. It's okay, this and that, right? So that's really important, because that's healthy. That also means that you're more accepting and tolerant of other people around you, because that means they're just human. They're just human, and they're whole the way they are. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. I really, really do love it, Taurus. It's quite amazing. So others can do wrong, and you too. You're allowed, right? Okay, what else, please? No. This one's weird. No. Okay. More. Funny, they come out in threes. Interesting. I'm reminded of the church. Forgive me, I'm not a churchgoer, so I don't know. I'm just like the Holy Trinity is what I'm being reminded of. The Father, the Son. Yeah, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Where are the women in this anyways? Where's the female element? All right. The Mother, the Daughter, the Holy Ghost. Yeah. Let's include all. All right. Oh, interesting. We have patience out, and apparently I'm asking you to be a bit more patient, because the shuffling is taking a bit longer than we might want. So that integration may have been a bit more long and a bit more challenging than what you have expected. Don't worry, like you'll get there eventually, absolutely. And you recognize how far you've come here too. Like recognize your own growth, because that'll blow your mind, truly. Like you've come such a long way here. I keep wanting to call you Libra, it's wild. Taurus. No. What? And again, comes out in threes. Interesting. Option. This one, yeah. Here we go. That was interesting. That was the only one that came out as one card versus the other ones. There's a lot going on. So I feel still a bit of sifting through. I'm being reminded of the documents here that fell out, or that are going to fall out of something that you don't really expect, which could be literal, but it could also be, you're pulling out a book and all of a sudden you find information that you didn't necessarily were looking for at this time, but it's very clear that that's actually what you were going for, in terms of, oh my God, how something, okay, let me give you an example real quick. And I know we're over the time already, but who cares? So, my dear Taurus, for example, you meet a person and you go and you break up, let's say, and this is a very intense connection and you don't know what's going on, and it's weird and it keeps haunting you for a year, maybe two, and you're just still like, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. And all of a sudden Spirit sends you a lot of twin flame stuff, and you've never heard of twin flames, and then you start to investigate into this, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, it's in those realms. It's a revelation such as this. So yeah, as I was saying, this is information you didn't necessarily expect to be there because it comes out of nowhere seemingly, and there it is though, and it starts to make so much sense. This again could have to do with your mission or how you understand how you go through life. So again, it's the same thing that we had with Harry Potter earlier with the head, that is all of a sudden letting you know really important information that'll help you on your path. Because it's good to know a certain thing. It's good to know something, right? It's awesome to know, okay, this is a twin flame connection. Aha, okay, this is why it's here. This is what you can do. This is where you have to go. That, in terms of that, that's very important. In terms of a certain outcome, that has to be a union, I would be a little bit timid with that because there's not always going to be a union. It's the internal union that I want to say you're striving for in a twin flame connection, and that feels better than anything. When you yourself start to become whole, that's incredible, because that means you ultimately no longer need another. That's when the other will come in, and it could be a soulmate. It doesn't have to be your twin flame, right? Although it could be. But I'm just saying, I don't know why I'm on twin flame all of a sudden, but some of you could have that type of connection. But when we're talking about starseeds and mission, it's the same thing. It's helpful to know starseeds are here, for example. They not only have their own developmental processes, but they are also here to raise consciousness of humankind. So there's something involved here. Although, again, I would be timid or careful, if that's the right term. I don't find that's the right term. That's why I'm saying timid, with putting yourself in a box. Because I don't think it's in boxes. I think it's ever expansive, but it helps. It's helpful to receive certain information. Taurus, okay. Read that? Yes. Okay, we're well over. Anyways, inspiration, a wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. That's exactly that. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. You have it in your hand. Perfect. Good. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come in your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities in your life. New chapter, new you, right? It's basically summing up your reading here, Taurus. If you would like to follow us over to Patreon, you're more than welcome to. It's $11.11 a month. It's for the whole month. There's over 400 videos over there with pick-a cards, with food for thought. There's so many things over there. So you're more than welcome to tap into that informational source, I want to say, if you feel like it. You can cancel at any time, okay? I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. I hope this was helpful, and I'll either see you over on Patreon, link down below, or next time. Bye, my friends. Bye-bye.